Hello sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. I need to move that. I went to Lidl the other day, food shopping, and of course I bought some Parkside tools from the middle aisle, and I was on my own this time food shopping, so I didn't have my wife saying, do you really need that? Can you live without it? No, I can't live without any of these tools. I will need them, and I'll need them now. If I don't need them now, I'll need them in the future. Anyway, but as a compromise, I bought her something. Well, it's for both of us. Yeah, it is for both of us. But I think she wanted it more than I did. Anyway, I'll show you what I bought her later in the video. But let me show you what I bought from the Parkside range. Yay! First item, Parkside Bar Clamps, as they call them. I call them speed clamps. I've already got a few of these. I've got some good ones and some not so good ones. I was quite drawn to these because of the weight. They seemed fairly weighty and sturdy. Seemed well made. £5.99. I don't think I can go wrong at that. 60 kilos clamping force, 300mm jaw width, 2-pack of course. Let's open it up. I need to change this blade. It'll do for now. As always, 3-year warranty. And of course, we can't have enough of these. I mean, they're like your third hand in some cases, aren't they? When you're trying to fix two pieces of wood together and you can clamp it up. Ooh, that feels good. Feels strong. To release. Push that button in there. So wherever you want it. So there. And then clamp the rest in. 2 plastic pads on the jaws. Seems sturdy. They're not moving around. I've got some that they seem to flap around on. So I've got this screw at the end there, so you can take that out, and it's got like a captive nut on the other side if you want to take the end off. I've seen some people using these in workbenches where they take the end off and then they bend this end over so it clamps down like that and then tighten up. I've never done it, to be honest, but I've got an old one that I might be able to make one out of. I might do that one day. At this end, it's got a little pin there to stopping it going all the way out. So if we slide it along, stops it going any further. Yeah, the mechanism seems good. There's no slippages. Rubber grip here. Rubber grip here is where we want it, of course. Rest of it, of course, is plastic. Metal bar. There's the gap, 300mm. The familiar green, Parkside. Let's get a couple of pieces of wood. A couple of bits of tongue and groove here that I cut off my old shutters and then made them into some shelves. So let's clamp them up. So bring it along. And then push it into place with your thumb. Well, that's what I do. And tighten that up. Strong. Oh, that's really strong. Yeah, it's gripping that. There's not much other tests I can do, really. I've really clamped that up, actually, but let's see if I can release it. Well, that's... There we go, got it. Yeah, it was a bit stiff. I really clamped that up, though. So let's just do it normally. Release it a bit. Strong enough, and then... In fact, have I broke that? No, the other one's the same. But I think that's just part of the design. So click that in. There it goes. Once you push that in, you can go either way. And obviously, once you've released it, you can go that way, but you can't go back. Let me get my good ones. And I've just realised something. These old clamps I've got are actually Parkside. Let's have a look how the design's changed. If at all. I can't remember how much I paid for these. But I think these are the ones that have got the loose grips. And they do move a little bit, but nothing drastic. So these are a bit shorter. These have only got a 150mm jaw opening. Let's compare the two. Yeah, pretty much the same size. Similar sort of casting. They've sort of strengthened this up a bit, I think. They've put some like ridges in there compared to that one. But design's changed a little bit. looks pretty identical. The grip's changed a bit. That's more of a, that's more plasticky. That's more rubbery. So yeah, there we go. I didn't realise that. I thought I bought these from Wilko's. I just saw the red and the black, and I think Wilko's do a red and a black. Well, they used to. Wilko's have gone now, Wilkinson's. But yeah, interesting. And then my other ones, which I think are a good all-rounder, is the Irwins. Look at that bits of plaster I've got on there. I need to get all that off. But yeah, Irwin quick grip. That's another, rather than a, what did I call it? A speed clamp. Quick grip is what they call it from Irwin. And that's got like a trigger there. Yeah, that's a little bit loose. Probably just needs tightening up. Yeah, it's just a little screw in there and a captive nut. But I must admit, these seem, I don't know, just don't seem as solid as these. Seems a bit flimsy. Maybe because these are hammered. I've used these so much in the house for doing the renovations. Might have a better one. Let me have a look. No, another one. Look, still with the same plaster on there. What did I use them for? It's got so much plaster on. Or is it grout? I think it's grout. I've used them for something. Look, I've got to look after my tools more. They need a good clean up. I'll do that at some point. But they're the Irwin ones. These are the new Parkside. And that's, oh no, not that one. That is the old Parkside. $5.99 for two. I don't think I can go wrong. Next, two cans. These are $3.99 each normally, but two for £6. And one is a black spray paint, which I'm always using in the shed. There's always a job where I need some black paint. It says paint and primer in one. Use indoor and outdoor. 400ml. £3. And I've used this stuff before from Parkside. Always been really good. Clear spray paint, or like a lacquer. High gloss. Again, 400ml. Weather resistant. It says paint and primer. But yeah, can't go wrong. Then what I got are these. Welding for different angles. Let's open it up. Neatly packaged. Mini welding magnet set for doing 45 degree, 90 degree and 135 degrees. They're quite cute. £3.99 for the box, or for four. There we go. Let's try, I tell you what, let's try one on here. Ooh, yeah, that's okay. So that was a piece of metal we're going to weld up, and if we're going to get that at 45 degree, yeah, it's moving around a bit because there's quite a bit of weight at one end, but you get the idea. It's a piece of metal against another piece of metal, get 45 degree, or the other way, of course, 135 degree, and 90 degrees, a bit that way, and then it'll go just there, I think, like that. There we go. So nice little diddy ones, and there's a reason why I got these. I've already got another set, some big ones. Let me get them. Oh, and these were from Parkside as well. Shocker. Some big, beefy ones. That one there. So yeah, you can see on the back there, look, there's 90 degree, 45 degree, and 135 degrees. I got this one for manoeuvring different angles, etc. And I wanted to use these for welding. I thought £3.99 for those four. Bargain. I suppose also you can do it for tube welding as well, because the tube will sit into that groove there. Seems fairly robust. Magnet seems fairly strong. Yeah. Happy with them. I may have mentioned my welder in the past. I bought one. It cost me about 50-60 quid a while back. It's a Clark. And I've put it down there in my bar kitchen. Let's go have a look. I hadn't opened it up for a while. I stuck it out the way a while back. All sorts of ramming here. What we've got? Oh, yeah, it's under there. I won't get it out now. Oh, there's a little chop saw there. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's underneath there, and I think it's a Clark 130. In fact, there's the stand for it as well. So we need to get that out. I'm going to start welding. Oh, I nearly forgot. This is what I bought my wife. Well, for both of us. So it's a Rotary clothes dryer era from Lidl as well, $29.99. And we was only having a conversation the night before about getting one, because up to now we've used these clothes horses, put them in the back garden. But my wife likes to put them on a Rotary era so the sheets and everything dry in the wind and they flap around a lot better. And apparently it makes them smell a lot better. And this one's quite unique because it's got bamboo struts. Do buy better gifts than this. But it put me in the good books for when I was buying my tools, that of course I can't live without. And it also comes with a post support that you drive into the ground, and it also comes with a zippable cover, which is a lot easier sometimes to get it on. Right, back to the welder. Needs a few parts for it, but I'll do a video on it. And I've not welded for probably 20 years on a MIG welder. Yeah, probably a little more experience than I have on a lathe. Oh, by the way, thanks for everyone who watched that video. It did really well. It did something like 30-something thousand views. Fantastic. And thanks for all the comments as well. Such a mixed bag. I know there's experts out there, beginners out there, and I think it was because it was probably such a controversial video. Look, turners, wood turners, they know their stuff. They certainly know their stuff. And I come in and Mr. No, nothing. Do a video. But look, I loved all the comments, good and bad. Well, no, they're bad. No, they weren't. They were all positive. They're all, I couldn't disagree with one opinion on there. It's a cheap lathe. It's below entry level, shall we say that? But I've had some fun on it, and I'm keeping safe. And I didn't hold that chisel. Right, I know that. I've researched it a bit more since that video. So look, there's a video to come on that again. Where am I going to? Right, welding. Another thing I want to do, get back into. I'm going to study that a little bit more before I start welding on the channel. But it's for my own benefits, my own hobby. There's loads of little jobs I want to do with that welder. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, thanks for everyone who watched that lathe video. So yeah, those magnets are coming really handy for that. And I wanted to mention as well, Roger from the Garage Workshop. He's got a channel. I've watched him for a while now. I've not caught up on all his videos yet, but I think he's at the point where he's about finished his workshop. He's got everything how he wants it to be. He did me a mention on his channel. He liked the lathe video. He already bought a Parkside lathe, and so he knows what it's like. Started at the beginning. So thanks for the mention, Roger. And if anyone's not seen his channel, go and check it out. The Garage Workshop. Garage Workshop. Garage. I'm going to dig the welder out. That'll come in another video. We'll get it out, see what parts it needs, and then we'll study it. We'll see how we go from there. Let's see what the comments are on that video. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below. One other thing to mention, shed space. Watch this space. Thanks for watching. Take care. Cheers. See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.